Hello. I'm driving again. I'm always driving. You'll probably cut out in the midst of it, but that's my cue to stop talking, I guess. I'll take it like that. But anyways, today was a really busy day because everything is in like a different city, what I'm doing. So like today I'm going to actually talk about my car story. So basically it's like a testimony. Things that God is doing in our lives is a testimony. We are his walking testimony. So this is something like, you know, like I always like driving. I'm always on the road, and I always fit like 10 things in one day. Like I like to jam pack my stuff in a day kind of thing, and not just sit around and make my time wasted kind of thing. So anyways, today I had to take my boxes. We sent 2 boxes to the Philippines. So thank everybody who donated like clothes and toys and shoes and all that kind of stuff to the Philippines. It takes about 2 to 3 months on a boat, so it'll definitely be there before Christmas. So they will be blessed over there, and I'll make videos definitely when we go to do that. But the main point of the story is like I was driving from city to city to city today, and now I'm on my way to church, which is in another city. But before this, like years ago, you know, when you're in your early 20s or whatever, you know, you're getting either like your first car or whatever it is, right? My first car, like I wanted like, you know, a brand new car, and my mom was like, no, just use our car, like you don't need a new car right now. And obviously, like, I was not a very good listener to my parents or whatever back then. So anyways, like I was like researching cars, and I always cared about gas, you know, because I drive so much. I don't like to kill the environment. First of all, I don't like premium gas because it's expensive, so I don't like cars that take premium gas. I don't like cars that suck up gas, you know, when you push on the gas and like you can see the gas go down. I don't like that. So anyways, I was researching cars, and like, you know, the most common cars that are like really good on gas is like Hondas and Toyotas. But ever since I was younger until now, even, like, you know, I don't like to have things that people already have. I don't like to follow fads. I don't like to follow trends and stuff like that. That was just never me. So like I never wanted like a car definitely that like everybody else has or whatever. So anyways, I ended up finding a car that I really, really liked. It was good on gas, and like it looked pretty, and I got it fully loaded. So I got like the navigation system. It was leather. Like, I'm not a really good driver, but I love driving. But I've never gotten into an accident, thank the Lord Jesus, and I pray it will never happen in my entire life. But the only accidents that I have caused is like I used to like basically play like live bumper cars. Like I'll tell you now, because I'm not hiding any stories. Like I was really bad when I was younger. You know, I used to steal the car and stuff like that. But I used to like also do hit and runs, and like because I wasn't really good at parking. So that was the only times that I like ever hit cars or whatever. But I got a rear view camera, so like I didn't like bump into any cars and stuff. Now obviously if I ever want to hit a car, I would like wait, you know, for them, or like, you know, write a letter with my everything legally, okay? Like, because God is there watching and knows everything. Can't hide nothing. And so anyways, this car had like the back rear view camera, and they asked me if I wanted tinted windows, and like it was a black car, and like so it looks really nice with like tinted windows. So they asked like what level of the tint that you want, and like I was like, what's like the darkest you can get? And they said it was illegal, and I was like, okay, like I want that one. You know, it's like an illegal tint, and they're like, if you get pulled over, you can't like complain to us and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna risk it, like I'm gonna do it. So I got the front and the back. It was all like really black, and like I have these glasses because my eyes are really, really bad. Like I only wear contacts now, only if I have to kind of like dress up sometimes, which I hate doing. But my eyes are really bad, so in the dark my eyes are even worse. So I shouldn't probably be driving like a lot in the dark or whatever. But with this car back then, like the tinted windows, like it's like I was driving with my eyes closed. I couldn't see anything. And there were many times, you can ask any of my friends, I like almost hit like people because I can't see them, right? So I know like it wasn't like the best idea, but like, and like I heard him so clearly in my heart and was like, you don't need a car like this, okay? Like the car is meant to drive from point A to point B, but like for me, it's like, might as well go all out like it's, you know, my first car or something like that. Anyways, that feeling, which is the Holy Spirit in your heart, never left me, you know. It was still speaking in me, and every time I drove the car, it was like, you don't need this kind of car, like, you know, it does nothing to you, like, the price is only gonna go down, like, you're gonna bang it up anyways, like, it's not gonna last forever. If I were to die, it's not coming, like, to heaven with me, like, that kind of stuff. But obviously, I still loved it. I still like cared about it or something like that. Anyways, I was like, okay, like I'll obey if I had, like by this time I was still trying to move to the Philippines, and I was going to the Philippines very soon, like shortly after or whatever. And I was like, if the visa goes through, and like I will sell it or whatever, right? And I went to the Philippines, and like the visa, like I couldn't find anyone who could like sponsor me, that the heart was like the same and all that kind of stuff. So I came back, and like during that time, even before I went to the Philippines actually, I wasn't driving around as much because I knew I had to sell the car. So I didn't want the mileage to go up, so the price I get even less, right? So if the mileage is high, you don't get as much money. So I was like not driving it around as much and stuff like that. But after I came back from the Philippines, like the visa wasn't going through, and I was like, okay, like that means like I can keep my car and like stay here or something. And then I literally remember this. I was with Michelle, my friend, that like she is literally like beside me when every miracle happens from God. Like God actually wants us to have witnesses or whatever. And I know she's one of them. She thinks like I'm crazy, but she sees them herself, so she knows God is real somewhere, you know. Anyways, we drove around. We went to Montreal. We drove around in circles. Like I drove everywhere, like because I was like, okay, I can, you know, rack up the mileage now and stuff. But anyways, that feeling just never, ever, ever left me. And like that time when, you know, I was like, okay, God, you know, no guy was making me happy. No friend was making me happy. Like nothing was like fulfilling in my heart, even though it felt like I had like everything around me, like good friends, good family, all that kind of stuff. I knew there was something missing inside, so I was like, I'm gonna try to obey this feeling, this sound, like everything that he says or whatever this feeling is, I'm going to listen and obey to everything. So I literally had to break up with my boyfriend. I had to get rid of my car. I had to like get rid of some friends, like all this kind of stuff. I just did it all at once kind of thing. Anyways, like I sold my car, and I was bussing around for like, it was probably a good like year and a bit, and everything is like from city to city, right? Like churches or like conferences, work, meetings and stuff like that. And I was bussing everywhere with a grateful heart, right? And like thanking God every day. Like he was teaching me, we're so blessed. We're so blessed to even have a choice, you know, to have a choice to have a car, you know. And my parents were even asking me, like, when are you gonna get a car? Like, they felt bad for me because I was bussing around. But I know he was teaching me. Like, I was actually, like, happy to be able to have a choice of transportation, you know. There's people in the world who literally have to walk miles for just water, or like to school, you know. In the Philippines, like these kids, they trek up mountains to get to school, you know. Me, I would not go to school if my dad didn't drive me and it was like a 5-minute walk away, okay? Like I was like one of those. So it's like he was really teaching me. He's stripping all this worldly stuff away from my heart, my life, to really know how blessed we are, how privileged we are, and how thankful we should be. Anyway, so a couple years later or whatever, we started up a church, and it was like in another city, and I knew I had to be there for like meetings and church, and like, which I'm on my way to now after like the boxes and all this kind of stuff. I'm on my way to church, which is like another city. But God was like, okay, like it's time, like you can have a car, like you need to get a car, but it has to just be simple, like, you know, like just to get me to point A to point B or whatever. And like I ended up getting a Toyota Celica when I was like younger, like back before even I could drive. I always really liked this car, and it's a 2001, and I didn't get the windows tinted because, you know, my eyes or whatever, I want to be safe and stuff. But I like looked it up, and like Celica actually came from the word celestial, which means heavenly, which I know it's meant from God kind of thing. Like, it doesn't need to be fancy. Like, I'm gonna bang it up anyways. Like, I'm gonna, you know, it's not gonna be with me forever, but it literally gets me everywhere and anywhere. Like, as long as I get there safely, you know, that's all that matters, you know. That's really all that matters, because like nothing lasts forever, you know. And that's what he's really teaching me. And yeah, like I obeyed, I listened. It was like I literally cried when I had to sell the car, because like not only because I'm gonna miss the car, but like I like lost all the money I put into it, and I had to put like $7,000 more into it to like to make the balance like zero or whatever. I don't know, it was just a waste, but it's really worth every cent, because like my heart, like I can literally just be so thankful to even have a car that runs, you know. Or yeah, like people, like you don't know what people are actually going through like outside of our world here. And we just got to know that we're just so blessed, and just to be thankful. And like yeah, he's doing so much. There's so many stories, and I'm just sharing one by one. Like, he's actually telling me, like, you know, don't be so private anymore. Like, because everything he's shown me has been a miracle. And like whenever it's a miracle, we need to share. Those are testimonies that people need to see and hear and know how real he is. Because if he can do it for me, he can do it for you. And he's the same God yesterday, today, and forever. So all the miracles he's ever done in the Bible, like for Moses to Noah, like this stuff, he can do for us now, today. And he's shown me again and again and again and again. But he wants our heart. He wants our full faith. And he knows, like, we can just say it all we want, like